My name is Heidi Taviano, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the Indus River Valley tribe. And to do that, I've created this here artifact box that has 5 artifacts inside of it that will help me explain and help you understand a little bit more about this civilization. The first artifact I'd like to share with you is a map of the civilization. That way you have a little bit more understanding about what the environment was like that the Indus Valley people lived in and why they used the resources the way that they did. So this is the map that I would like to share with you that is in my artifact box. This map shows the Indus River Valley and its location. The river valley existed around 2500 BC along the southwestern part of the Indus River, as you can see is running through right there. It consisted of a large area that stretched across present-day India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Bhutan. And the natural borders of this area were the Andes Mountains as well as the Arabian Sea. And there were also 4 cities in this area, but 2 of the major cities were Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa. That's where most of the citizens of the civilizations lived. So that is the first artifact in my artifact box. The second artifact I have, as I just was telling you, Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro were 2 of the major cities, and these cities, they were very civilized people for the time that they lived in, and in fact they had very large buildings that were made out of brick clay. So that is my next artifact. This is a clay brick. This is what you would have seen a lot of the buildings have been made out of in Harappa or Mohenjo-Daro. And these cities, they had their buildings were very dense, and oftentimes they were even 2 stories. They were usually 1 or 2 stories, but the buildings were on perpendicular streets, and the buildings were very close together, as you would see in large cities today. So that is my second artifact. The third artifact that I have to share with you, as I was saying, as you can see on the map, the cities, those 2 major cities, were located very closely to the Indus River, and this allowed for the people to have a very good irrigation system, which allowed them to produce many crops for their people. So they had a very good agricultural system, and this allowed them to produce their primary crops, which were wheat and barley, as well as other crops such as rye, peas, cotton, and rice. And rice is my second artifact that I have in my box. And the people, they were able to, since they had these really good irrigation systems because of the Indus River, they were able to produce a lot of food for themselves. But the Indus River allowed them, with the help of their boats that they had created, this allowed them to also trade with other people, because they also had means of traveling and means to send the rice and other products down the river to other civilizations. And the last 2 artifacts that I would like to share with you shows how the Indus Valley people really appreciated arts as well as games. So they were very crafty and creative people. And the first one that I would like to share with you is a piece of jewelry that an individual from the Indus tribe might have worn. The people really appreciated gold, and a lot of their jewelry were made of gold. However, they also used clay or beads made from rock to create their jewelry. And yeah, so they really appreciated art and wearing it, and they wore a lot of bright colors, which is why that the artifact box that I have created is also decorated with bright, vibrant colors. And then the last artifact that I have for you, this is my favorite. They really appreciated games. So what they did a lot of the times was they played with dice. In fact, the Indus people are thought to have been the people who have, sorry, my cat is down by my foot. The Indus people were thought to have created the first dice with 6 sides with the different number of dots on 6 sides. So they really did appreciate their leisure time in playing games, and I'm sure through research I discovered that they did do some gambling, but I'm sure that the children really appreciated this game as well to do in their free time with their friends. So that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little bit more about the Indus River Valley tribe. Thanks.